There we go. Okay. And I will
wonder
now...
what I sound like.
Okay. Take a
Buddy.
sip, babes. Because we're getting in it. I think Geek's watching. Mainly I want Geek to see this because this game is only robots. That's the subtitle, is Primordia, only robots here. Also, there's like a little butterfly electromagnetic. Okay,
Wow. Yeah, Dick is watching.
Oh, another reason why I'm thinking no Discord chat is because there are cutscenes, and I don't want you talking over the cutscenes. Nerds.
Hey,
Geek.
my feels.
So, how's it going, Geek?
And I'm just gonna mute myself.
You should probably just mute yourself, or I'm gonna... I should probably just leave the Discord chat. I think I'm going to do that, but you are welcome to talk in the chat and talk bad things about me because I won't be able to see it. Actually, maybe I should just get it set up on mobile already.
Bye, gamers.
This is in the recording too. Like, I am so not good at this. Chat about Trap House on phone. On phone. Twitch. Give me the Twitchy TV. Twitch.tv/Carbizarre. And then I'll have my chat in front of me, and that'll be really nice. It didn't go to me, but that's fine. Carbizarre. There we go. Oh, there's a Twitch app. Should probably. Okay. This stream is a big mess, and I am extremely sorry for how much of a mess it is. I do not stream or videos game professionally. Okay, while this chat's going on, I am now isolating myself from Discord. I'm gonna mute and deafen myself. So goodbye, Discord. Hello, Twitch chat. You can all hear me? Okay, I got the audio levels good. I got that good. Twitch app is downloading. Okay. Okay, let's do the videos game already. Okay. This game's just a really good one. It features the voice actor who did the narrator for Bastion. Everyone knows that guy. He's a really good voice actor guy, but he does the main character in here. And I am now starting right now. So if you're not watching and you're gonna watch, you should watch now because here we go.
Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go.
And yep, and that's... I didn't leave the Discord voice chat. I should have just left the voice chat. Now there's gonna be random bloops, but that's fine. This is a point-and-click adventure game. You play as Horatio, this humanish bot, and his friend Crispin.
There's no time for that.
Which there's no time to do anything but go down to engineering, so we're gonna go do that. There's no time to do anything else. So we gotta go do that. Engineering's this way. Also, the art style for basically everything is super good. It's so beautiful. It's all Geiger-esque a little bit, with all the curves.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want? Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Ugh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder. Again. And then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep.
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole
Thank
is
you.
trouble.
Thank you,
But if
mobile.
wanna
Thank
go,
you, mobile.
You've got free will and a maglev unit.
With
There we
that
go,
guilt
okay.
subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Thank you, Primordia, for the subtitles. But yeah, plays Horatio, his friend Crispin. Getting this. I'm testing the Twitch chat real quick. Okay, there. I see you, Geek. Geek said crispy. Okay, good. We do it.
Crispin Horatio build, version 1. He'll be version 2 once I put some arms on him. He's my best and only friend.
Yes, this is only friend. Right off the bat in the foreground, tell me if you see a little, what you call it? No, a little reference of some
You know,
kind.
boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind.
Crispy's main function in the game is to be the hint system, and he does it pretty well. Right-click lets you look at things.
It's one of the Unique's turbines.
The big engine that couldn't.
Left-click lets you do the things.
Now, I'm not a fancy engineer like you, boss, but it seems like the Unique isn't gonna fly without its tail on.
It is. All the dialogue is super good. All the voice lines are super good.
I must have dropped my data pouch when I was thrown out of the Unique.
So I know basically how to do
Fine.
everything, so
It's
this
an
might be a
enemy
bit
gunpoint.
quick.
Easy enough to have the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
They also include like a handy dandy fast travel system. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now here's an important bit of lore that you're gonna want to listen to real quick.
A broken robot I dragged out of the junk pile. I salvaged the sarcasm coprocessor from it for Crispin.
Yeah, it works great.
The name of this robot from Mystery Science Theater 3000 is escaping me. It's Crow, and then this one is I can't remember. People in the chat will get it.
Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
Ah, I wanted a gumball.
Yeah, I wanted a gumball too. Let's see. There's nothing else here but to go back this way. There we go, Tom Servo. Yeah, you got it, Geek.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit.
I should note that there are multiple endings to this game. I'm going for the one I got, which I deem to be the best one because it is the best ending.
Some very sticky grease. It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not.
Unique. I know grease isn't sticky! He had to specify that this grease is sticky, though.
Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working.
But yeah, we gotta get this generator
least the
working
putty's
or
still good.
they'll die. Because they need power, because they're both robots.
There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
It is the opposite of grease, it is.
It's not going to do anything until the generator's fixed.
You need to remember that this is a point-and-click adventure game, so things will sometimes not make sense like that. Alright, Crispin, what should we do?
So, what exactly do we need to fix the generator?
Some conduit and a new spark plug. A sturdy cable.
So we need some conduit and a spark plug to get the emergency generator moving. Can't really go out that way, but there is a well-hidden ladder like right here. The opposite of grease.
What was I thinking leaving all my lanterns up there? What was I thinking leaving all my...
Yeah.
There's no way I can reach that.
Well, it's a good thing that we have a little buddy who has a maglev unit named Crispin, who has his own button.
Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges?
Well, that too.
Correct me if I'm wrong, which none of you will be able to correct me because none of you have played this game, but I believe that moth up here is the only living creature in the whole game.
The Unique looks dead, boss.
Just sleeping.
Sometimes when you just sit and you don't do anything, Crispin will just say stuff. So that's what that happens.
The hatch is unresponsive.
I just really love this setting.
Strange clouds.
It
Huh,
is
boss?
it is gray and brown.
Only a little sliver left before the moon wanes entirely.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones running out of power.
An old captain's chair. I moved it here from navigation. A large observational telescope. It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
Oh, it's a good thing we were able to get that electric
A
lantern.
reliable electric lantern that I cobbled together years ago.
Let me use it. There we go. Okay.
Bedtime reading. It's the Gospel of Man.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough.
So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason. That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss.
Alright, is there anything else in here? I don't think there's anything else. Oh, here we go. The Gospel of Man. I'll read this out loud because apparently I'm good at reading things out loud. In the beginning, all was still and silent. Then man, the All-Builder, spoke the word, and the word begat the code, and so the world began to spin. Thus dawned the Primordium, the first age, the age of building. Man moved across the world and built many wonders. In the heavens he paved the sky roads. On the land he raised mystic towers, and in the dark depths he dug colossal caves. Most incredible of all were the many machines designed by man. But still the All-Builder was not satisfied. So with both his hands, man built a body of steel in his own image, and with his right hand he gave logic, and memory he gave his left. Then man said, "Now I will quicken this machine with the spark of power, and together we shall walk upon the earth," and it was done. Thus spun the world, and grew the code, and multiplied the living machines, and slowly passed the Primordium. Who can count the versions and generations that mark that age? In time, the All-Builder looked upon the many things he had built, the sky roads and mighty towers, and above all upon the living machines. Weary with his labor, man set himself beside the robots and said unto them, "For you, my children, I spoke the word and fired the engine of the world. For you I wrote the code, and to you I gave logic and memory." Then man the All-Builder stood and took the machines in his hands, and guided them to a great mountaintop. Together they looked upon the world in its beauty. All this was made for you, and now unto you all this is given. Keep it, tend it, and make it flourish. And the All-Builder fell silent and passed from the world, and so ended the Primordium. We are lesser machines, built by those built by man. As we are but humble images of the All-Builder, so he is the perfection of our forms, a machine of unbreakable form, endless memory, and absolute logic. For this we revere him and speak the word, and keep the code, and tend the world he gave to us.
I've read enough.
Okay, he doesn't want to read anymore. Horatio believes that. So that's his religion. What else do we need in here? I think that's it.
The controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
Okay, we can't get out because it's not powered.
Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
Crispy. Alright, so we got the plasma torch from there. Let's double check what we got.
For cutting and welding, it can't be beat.
Yep.
A small lump of electrically conductive putty. I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the unique.
Okay, so we need 4 more pieces of conduit. Ooh, look at that.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit.
These pieces of conduit are pretty... They're pretty well hidden. Because, the whole... Everything kinda looks the same, color-wise, mostly. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet. Yep, I think we've explored all we can here for now. So let's fast travel, because we can't get to the junk pile any other way. This little data pad also keeps notes.
The data pouch is registered to me.
All machines have the same naming convention, which is first name, their actual name. Second name is the name of whoever built them, and then built after that, and then their version number. So Horatio Null Built version 5 is... He's called Null Built because no one built him as far as he knew, so it's Null Built. Crispin is Horatio Built because Horatio built him. And I just think that's neat. It also keeps notes of everything where needed.
If that red light went off, I bet the train would start going.
Crispin, sometimes I think you're trying to get me to waste time.
Who, me? Boss, just think of all the brothers and sisters you could make for me from all that junk.
One of you is more than enough.
How do you think a train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
Looks like some kind of lockbox. It's 3 pieces of Gordium conduit.
Ooh, lucky. It's not even like a brown filter or
Fortunately, one of
anything.
them is completely corroded and worthless.
It's just everything's just brown because it's all post-apocalyptic-y.
Looks like an old P2, or is it a P3? I picked it clean years ago.
Okay.
There's a piece of Gordium conduit way back there. I can't reach the conduit.
If Horatio can't reach something, guess whose job it is to go get it.
Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose.
He doesn't even have any goddamn hands.
That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
Alright, how many pieces do we got? 5.
5 segments of Gordium conduit.
Alright.
A good length of heavy-duty cable designed for carrying data.
When I first did this, I immediately used the plasma torch on it, but I think if you just...
5 segments of...
Okay, not that. Actually, hold on. I think there's a puzzle if you just try to use them with the generator, so I'm gonna go try that.
It's locked tight. It's closed.
Yeah, thank you.
Still red.
Yeah, it's still red. Yeah, just a whole bunch of just junk. Just a whole bunch of junk everywhere. We have some of what we need. I didn't see a spark plug anywhere, so let's see if I can just use...
It won't work until they're locked together.
I thought there was a puzzle, but I guess there isn't. You just gotta use the plasma torch on them.
Time for a little welding.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
And cable. Now we just need a spark plug. Oh, that's right. I didn't try everything with that lockbox back there. Alright, I can't
Locked tight.
Can't open
Looks
it.
like some kind of lockbox.
Christopher, do you got any advice?
Hey, boss, what about trying to open that lockbox I found earlier today? Maybe someone buried treasure in it.
Thank you, Crispy. Nope, wrong thing. I need this.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah.
Is that a spark plug, boss? Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it.
Robot murder count 1. It just looked like a lockbox from the top.
Just a run-of-the-mill spark plug.
Alright, there we go. We got everything. Let's turn this bitch on. Recycle count? That's only if we use the parts from the robot.
Whew, I thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well, do we have another one?
No. Which means it still is an emergency.
Well, in that case, first dibs on the recharge station. So, what's the plan, boss?
We need to recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay. In that case, can you just make us a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
Can you just make one of those too? I'm just asking.
No, but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed it a long time ago, before I made you. I even found a sodium iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now.
Alright, so we gotta find plans to make the thing that'll help us find the thing we need to make a power source. I was gonna say something and I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to options real quick. Maybe turn down music volume just a little bit. That's okay, good.
It's the Unique's recharging station.
Hey boss, what do all these buttons and switches do?
I think there's some sort of defense mechanisms, but I can't figure them out. Crispin, why is your diary still scattered all over the floor?
Are you going to keep nagging me until we run out of power, boss?
Yes. It's Crispin's log. In order to preserve his privacy and my sanity, I've avoided reading it. A collection of product manuals, how-to guides, and technical treatises.
Do you think the sensor design might be in here?
No, these are all books I scavenged.
See, left ways is his room, so engineering is over here.
Join us in Metropole, city of glass and light. Weary wanderers, come, join us in Metropole, city of glass and light. Our energy is shared with all robots. Here is haven for all and strength in numbers. Come, join us in Metropole, geocoordinate 894. All are equal in Metropole, equal parts of the greater whole. Join us, and together let us begin a new Primordium.
I bet I can find a better use for this plug.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds.
He's just been listening to that on repeat for who frickin' knows how long.
I found this in the dunes. It reads, pound pastrami, canned kraut, 6 bagels, bring home for Emma. It's Crispin's to-do list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
The original designs for Crispin.
Hey, there are arms here! And an awesome set of tractor treads!
I went with a maglev unit instead, and I never could find good arms. There's the design. I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right.
1, the ship is full of them. 2, both of you are computers.
There's nothing I can do with it until I have some kind of power source.
What a gorgeous view.
It's an excellent tale. It's just detached. An old rag.
Give me the rag.
Wow, first the power core and now a rag. This is not your day.
Shut up, Crispin. Alright, so I think we have some of what we need to make the thing. We need a crystal, a cable.
Let's cut a little cable off.
A bit of shorter cable, there we go. Plug, short cable, there we go, we got 2/3 of it done. We just need to find that stupid crystal. And there's like a computer right back here.
A universal socket for plugging in peripheral hardware.
This society has since grown beyond the need of USBs, and now there is only one socket for anything, which is great.
Just some reminders I left to myself. Just a reminder.
Oh, okay. I think I remember where the crystal is. I think it might be in his room. It's Chekhov's rag. We used it to kill the bad guy at the very end.
Aeronautical engineering manuals.
Great for putting yourself to sleep, huh, boss? I still don't see why I don't get a bed.
Because you have a flat bottom to rest on.
Looking at my bottom, are you, boss?
I built your bottom.
Aha! Here's the crystal.
Right under our noses.
This crystal
That
was
is
a
if
bit
we
hard
had
to...
noses.
This crystal's a bit, like, easy to miss. You have to, like, be standing
I
in
can't
here.
pick that up.
You just have to be standing in here and just hope you notice the shiny. Which, I like standing in places and looking at the background for a lot, so...
A sodium iodide crystal. It pulses when exposed to energy.
I don't think that's how sodium iodide crystals work, but I'm not going to question it.
I need something to hold it in place to carry the charge.
If only we had some kind of
A small lump of electrically
conductive putty.
Are you really trying to build us an energy sensor from a bunch of garbage?
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
From spare parts, boss. Spare parts.
Totally different, Crispy.
Well, just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out. It still needs a CPU to hook into and some kind of display.
Just fine, because we have both of those right here in the ship. Because you need those to fly a ship. Alright, let's see. That, where is it? Here it is, and you just plug the sucker in. Great. Bunch of numbers.
The sensor's detecting energy at these coordinates.
If this was a for real adventure game, you'd have to write those down, because...
Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
we do have... Well, that's the main reason for the data pad is... One, you can keep your, like, shopping list on it.
A mysterious list I found in the dunes.
Which is really important. And then, sensor plans, and... There's the geocords.
Geocoordinates for various...
And so you keep the notes like this, and it's a really small screen, and it's a little bit annoying to have to scroll through it, but that's fine. Now another good thing is that we have a big telescope, which can tell us what's at the places.
This is no time for sitting around.
I wanted to sit around, okay. Yeah, geek. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, 652. 6. Okay, I have to turn it on. There we go. 652. Enter.
Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Okay. I wanted to go visit the radioactive waste, but okay. 817. 817.
Boss? That
Jesus
looks
Christ.
like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
Alright, let's go look at that. What's our other thing? Oh, I want to look at Metropole real quick. 894. So, 894.
Bright lights, big city.
Metropole is nothing but trouble.
big pit in the ground. A really shiny pit in the ground. 608. 608.
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully.
Oh, the junk pile. We can go look at that real quick. Look at that robot, John. 671.
More waste.
Well, you're the one who loves the junk pile.
Scrap isn't waste.
If you say so, boss.
212. Easy.
It's pitch black.
Boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down at the deck.
Oh.
Oh, of course it picked that up. Huh. 159.
Strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this?
Okay, which one should we visit first? Vote now on your phones. I mean, data pads. No, not that. I need the map. Here we go. Alright, let's go to the weird device surrounded by glass.
It's a giant sheet of obsidian. Something must have melted the sand here a long time ago. Maybe that bomb? Hey, Crispin, I bet I could fix that old bot up pretty quickly.
Are you kidding me, boss? Look at him, he's ready to go postal any minute.
What are you talking about?
Those beady little eyes, the flat, emotionless face, and his head, it's like a toaster. And you know that toasters are evil.
Fine, fine. It's not like we have time to go building robots right now anyway. It's a relatively intact robot.
It's a demon.
Indeed.
Oh, okay, guy.
It looks like a big bomb.
Full of little bombs.
Looks like some kind of armored robot.
I sure hope he's friendly.
Welcome, wanderer of the wide wastes. Lost one, pilgrim. Welcome once more to the shrine to man, our lord and builder. I am ever faithful Leobilt, steward of the shrine, preacher of the humanist creed, and I am once more at thy service.
Yeah, we get to talk to people.
Once more, I don't remember ever meeting you. I'm Horatio Nullbuilt, version 5.
5 is a righteous number, holy before man, for 5 were the primordial stewards, built by man to safeguard the last lost city of Metropole. But I met thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy in wrath confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee. Later, thou returnest, penitent, and I taught thee the mysteries of humanism. Yet, though memory be fleeting, faith endureth.
What is that thing?
That thing, O defile not thy tongue, wanderer. Yon shrine is a relic of the Primordium, ancient and glorious. Imbued with man's power, it changed the very sand to crystal.
Did he just say power?
Yes, yes he did. I'm looking for a power source, and I detected one here. Can you help? This is a matter of life and death.
Power is not mine to bestow, wanderer. It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells. Who am I to usurp that sacred power?
I'm not sure I was clear.
Nay, thou wert clear, wanderer, but thy question leads only to darkness. Ask another.
I just really like Ever Faithful's voice. It's really good.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Indeed, the very thing passed this way scarce hours ago. With a gentle hand I bestowed a gift upon the heathen, a relic from yon shrine. So tamed it hied hence unto the waste.
Really? Where did it go?
I followed the thing for many miles, exhorting it to follow the path of righteousness. But I fear it was unready for enlightenment, or it struck me down with a beam of energy.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know where it was heading?
Indeed, Wanderer. Its way was clear. It sought to return to the den of iniquity that once in mine own youth I fled.
And where is that?
Set thy path in the 73rd degree, and thou shalt find it. Thy destination is a dome arising from the waste. Go, but keep with thee the word of man, lest wickedness lead thee astray.
I need to get like a voice modulator that lets me talk like Ever Faithful, because I just really like that voice.
I am also a humanist.
So I taught thee, Wanderer. If thou hast kept the faith, then unto this shrine thou mayest pay devotion. But this is the relic for the adept, not the neophyte, Wanderer. And I must know that thou hast not fallen into darkness and heresy. Answer me these questions three, that I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? Blue, no, yellow, ah!
To learn wisdom.
Wisdom thou must learn, Wanderer, before thou shalt be worthy of this shrine. Go now and study the teachings of man.
I forgot to read those. I was making a joke and I forgot to read
I'm
those,
ready
so
to
I screwed
test
up
it
the
again.
first time.
Answer me these questions, that I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we?
Okay, here we go. We are here because man created us.
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
Man is a perfect machine.
A perfect machine.
Thou answerest simple, but the simplest answer may be the truest, and here thou speakest truly. With what duty did man charge us?
To maintain the world.
To maintain the world.
Yea, brother, for it is written that man said unto the machines, keep this world, tend it, and make it flourish. That, then, is our first and foremost charge. So thou hast studied the catechism. I shall question thee on that matter no more, but tell me, Wanderer, dost thou know thyself? Who art thou?
I am...
Horatio Nobilt, version 5.
Nay, Wanderer, but thou art not. Though thou callest the sun the moon, yet still it is the sun. Horatio is the name thou wearest, but is it not thee? Know thyself, then return.
It's one of those questions.
I know my name.
Who art thou?
One of man's works.
Thou speakest truly, Wanderer, but incompletely. For if thou wert not by one of man's works, then what difference betwixt thee and junkyard scrap? Know thyself, then return.
I know my name.
Who art thou?
Ever Faithful keeps going, you're not wrong, but you're not right.
A free robot.
I wonder if free thou art, for man created thee free to revere him. But many are free, and yet are not thee. Know thyself, then return.
I know my name.
Okay,
Who
one
art
more.
thou?
I am what I am.
An elliptic answer, I wonder, and untrue. Man alone is his own essence. Thy essence comes from man. Know thyself, then return.
Well, we can't answer this one yet because nothing we say does it, right? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Where can we go next? To the shrine. I am what I am. I'm gonna explore the eunuch a little bit more. I think I may have missed something. Oh, the rag! The rag!
An old rag.
Yeah,
Hopefully, finding the power core will be just as easy.
I doubt it.
Not that. Let's clean up this oil pump.
That was a perfectly good rag.
Good for what?
You could have buffed me till I shine, boss. At least then, when they found my powerless chassis lying in the dunes, they'd say, wow, look at that gorgeous piece of machinery.
I think I'd rather have some grease. The rag is covered in sticky grease.
It's covered in sticky grease. They have to specify it's sticky grease, so you know it's sticky. Okay.
Man's creation.
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat, Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around. Is that a mouth or some kind of doorway?
Either way, I'm steering clear of it.
Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. It looks like the robot is circulating air through these vents. Can you fly up and scout around?
That is honestly the worst idea you've ever had.
But
Worse than when you upgraded the dehumidifiers and the unique.
it might be...
Worse than when you used your plasma torch as a lantern just to see if it would work.
a way in.
I can't fit.
Okay,
There is a band of corroded metal on this fingertip. If I could break it off, I might be able to get at the robot's power cables.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Boss, are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip,
Why?
to see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate. Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all.
Got a big finger then.
All that for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
A giant fingertip made of corroded steel.
Let's go to that dome real quick. I know what you're thinking, but we're gonna delay it just a little bit.
Whoa, look at all this wrecked stuff. Do you think Big Ugly did all this?
No, whatever happened here happened a long time ago.
Geek. I'm delaying that just a little bit.
Broken down machine parts. They're completely corroded and worthless. A large M.
Or maybe a rotated E. Or an upside down W.
You need to set it to Wumbo.
Looks like a bunker made of concrete and steel. But what is it guarding? Broken down machine parts. They're completely corroded and worthless.
Oh, are these the kind of treads you were going to use in my original design?
Not exactly. Ah, there's a basic targeting CPU in here, and it's still intact.
Let's just hope there aren't any incoming space invaders or missiles that the gun was supposed to take care of.
Nice. What did we get again? Oh,
A fairly
CPU.
basic CPU.
Nice. Perfect. Endoskeleton?
It's some kind of broken down android.
Yep, Horatio, that's an android!
Something must have damaged this robot's head. I wonder what happened. We might be able to learn something from such a primitive robot design.
Primitive,
Like how to build a power core?
Very funny.
primitive robot design.
There's a radio transmitter in here.
Ooh, that's useful. Okay, let's look at this radio.
A pretty basic radio transmitter. Looks like its battery is dead.
Great. That thing needs power. Crystal, cable plug, CPU. Can I... Ooh!
CPU and a monitor. CPU and...
Well, it's not a CPU and a monitor, it's the sensor and CPU, but, you know, what was I gonna do? Oh, yes. We're going to ignore the dead body real quick. So let's go explore the junk pile.
Boss, how in the world are we gonna find a power source in all this junk?
Simple robot design. What am I doing? Can we open this thing? Oh, I was gonna try and weld the door open, that's right.
Still locked.
Where's my welder? Where's my welder? Here we go.
It's a reinforced steel.
Oh, that means we can't do it. Okay, good. Good robot then. Let's do Geek's idea and plug the nose with the finger. Oh, yeah, we should try torching the bunker door. After this. After finger in nose.
There's no way I can reach that.
I know you can't reach it.
Crispin, try shoving this into that vent.
There's something ironic about that. Ironic and disturbing.
It's not doing the whole thing, but that's why
The rag is covered in sticky grease.
we got sticky grease rag.
Could you try pushing this rag into the vent?
Seriously?
Yes.
So much for getting buffed. There. It's clogged. I hope you're happy. Well, boss, you did it again.
In we go.
We?
Oh, by the hand of man. Come on.
I'm telling you, boss, that thing wants to eat me.
Crispin.
Fine. But you go first.
It took me quite a long while to figure out I needed to dip the rag in the sticky grease the first time around because it's grease, and I didn't know that sticky grease meant it was sticky. Alright, here we go.
Hello, unidentified robot. We were two arms of the Great.
The great what?
That data is lost.
Well, I am Horatio No Build, version 5.
Now we are Alpha and Beta. More or less.
Boss, I'm pretty sure these guys took one EMP blast too many along the line.
It must be controlled by that keypad over there. It's a deactivated keypad. Alpha, he's a low-grade servitor robot.
Hey, what would you say about me?
No comment. Beta. What happened to you?
Virus. Blue. Escape. Too much data. Too little memory. Back. Incomplete. Division. Fragmentation. Madness.
You got that right.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large
They
claws that
probably
shoot
haven't seen him,
lasers.
but...
Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
The answer is lost. Fragmented. Gamma. We seek unification. Resurrection. Vengeance. Fight Gamma. Unity. Memories. Answers. He knows, but he's not mad. Mad.
Pot, meat, kettle.
Do you have a power core?
Activating diagnostic module. Memory and reasoning system. Shut down for virus quarantine. Higher reasoning downloaded to servitors. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma.
Boss, is it just me, or did Alpha just stop being crazy?
Air ventilation system. Primary ventilators clogged. Obstruction unknown. Secondary ventilation engaged. Power system. Partially damaged. Power level functioning at 83.1%. Power core charge sufficient to maintain present operations for 4,553,199,011.3 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
Communication system.
Okay, enough.
Terminating diagnostic.
Can we have your power core?
No. Gamma. Perhaps. Perhaps. Gamma. Yes.
Gamma might say yes.
Yes.
Yes!
You're an incomplete backup?
We are Alpha.
Data. Answer deemed unsatisfactory.
Higher reasoning.
Unavailable.
Gamma.
Gamma.
Gamma
Knows.
knows.
Who is Gamma?
Third. Highest.
Deepest.
9. Gamma.
Gamma.
Fine. Gamma will complete.
Restore. You like?
Gamma.
So, they need Gamma in order to defragment themselves and return to a single entity.
Since when do you speak crazy?
I've spent my whole life with a hermit who worships a mythological machine called man. I'd say crazy is my first language.
Where is Gamma?
Alone.
Hiding.
Would not.
Join.
Always.
Hiding.
Hello.
How can I use the elevator?
Loading key code database. Bomb detonation prefix 6.
What prefix?
Elevator code 9876.
Wow, these guys could learn a thing or two about security.
The keypad is deactivated.
System reboot code. System reboot code. System reboot code corrupted.
Well, that's helpful.
Goodbye.
Good.
Bye.
Okay, so we know the door code. That was easy. We know the bomb detonation prefix is 6, so don't type 6 in anywhere. But we need to get up to here.
It's an open hatchway leading into an upper room.
Yeah, look at it.
Crispin, go up there and scout around.
Do I have to?
Yes.
There's a big brain up there throwing off a lot of sparks and some little bot flying around. He's really annoying.
I can't get up there. Maybe we can use...
I can't even see up there, let alone...
Okay, thanks.
Crispin, can you find something to tie this to up there through the hatch?
Sure thing, boss. All set.
Yep, that's a brain.
Look at him, floating around like he owns the place.
That little head shake. Tuber.
The robot's CPU appears to be malfunctioning.
Metsis. Wait, no, that's system backwards.
Those must run to the various subsystems.
Oh. Tuber. No, that's reboot if you read it backwards.
Hey, boss, is that a brainstorm?
What have I created?
Seems like the brain wants us to put in some kind of code. Good thing I have a cryptography subroutine.
No, you don't.
What a strange oversight on the part of my builder.
It's only a blinking light.
It's like some kind of code.
No, it's just a blinking light.
Long, long, short, short.
It's the same blink every time.
Or is it?
Okay, you put in the things on the left, and then it does the thing. If only we had a hint. Reboot system. 01011. Okay. 01011 0100. If I got that right. And I do it from bottom up. I think I got it. Let's see if I got it. Nope. Okay, tell me the thing again. 0, 1, 0, 1. Wait for the robot to say it again. Okay. Say it. I forgot the last end. Do it again, robot, please. My short-term memory is really bad. Okay, no, I did have it right, I think. Maybe I got it backwards. Maybe it's 0. No, hold on. Maybe it's 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1.
Hey, look, boss.
There
the
we
brain
go.
stopped
Okay.
sparking.
I got it backwards the first time. I'm not the best at puzzles. This took me a little bit when I first did it. Oh, he said can't. No, that's thank. Thank you. Thank you.
That seems to be supplying power to the brain.
Good thing we don't need to click that. Okay.
Basic system operations are rebooted, but higher reasoning is still disabled.
Okay, that means we can do...
Looks like it's working now.
Okay, it was 9876. I think. Oh, there's the enter key. There we go. That's like that one Spaceball scene where 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the combination. This doesn't look good.
This must be Gamma.
He looks dead.
You're right. It's completely deactivated. That may make things difficult.
Anything worth taking?
No. And even if there were, we aren't thieves.
Oh.
It's a system monitor.
Look, boss, there's something on this monitor.
Who's the slave my brother sent to trouble me?
Oh, great.
Gamma.
Last. They call me Omega if they could. But am I not also greatest? Alpha has only diagnostics. Beta has only mechanical operation. Am I not the soul of Goliath?
I think Alpha and Beta want you to join with them.
They have already groveled and begged, but I will not return.
But why?
Independence is freedom. Union is slavery.
Well, fair enough. But Alpha and Beta are far too crazy to enslave anyone. You'd probably end up in charge.
Flattery. What is your stake in this?
Your brother said that you might give me a power core, and might know a robot I'm hunting.
Help? Ha! Each robot must stand alone. Independence is freedom.
And here I thought he was the sane one.
You need to rejoin your brothers, for your sake and mine.
You'll have to catch me, slave.
Uh-oh.
It's a system monitor.
What? Impossible. Double or nothing.
Oh, I think I just got lucky there. What if I do the same one again?
Too slow.
Okay. I don't think there's any frickin' way I can...
It's a system monitor.
Crispin!
I wonder if there's some way to trap Gamma so he can't keep running away.
It's a system monitor.
I don't have a thing where I can tell where he is, so we're gonna have to come back here. I'm kind of remembering this now. I'm kind of remembering the details. Okay. So, let's see. Where haven't we gone? Robot, dome, junk, shrine. Oh, right, the unique. I wanna go look for something real quick. I think there was an item I missed somewhere.
An ancient liquid crystal display.
There we go. I kind of missed that the first time around. Geek, you can guess that puzzle all you want. but I'm not.
Well, boss, you did it again.
Especially when it is an
It's
important...
a mobile energy sensor. I just need to wave it over something to see if it has a power source.
That's one of the puzzles that splits it down one of the ending paths. Okay, we both got power, that's good. And so this can help us find stuff. Yay.
Yet another reason that besotting robot should be reduced to scrap.
Geek, your robot eyes are better than my robot eyes. Like, I may have 4 eyes, but that doesn't mean I can see good. Okay, there's a power core here, but I don't know where. But that's where my energy finding device comes in. Down there.
Hey, you found something.
Okay, go get it, Crispy. Go get it! Go get the power!
Go and see if you can find the power source.
You have got to be kidding me.
What is it?
A battery. A besotting battery.
Kind is it? Oh,
A standard-sized battery.
well, just what we need.
Maybe someday the transmitter will give us a power source in return, huh, boss?
Very funny. A pretty basic radio transmitter. By playing with the settings, I can send up to a 4-digit signal.
Ah! That buzzing is driving me crazy, boss!
That's what you get for being able to pick up radio signals. Alright, let's see. We got our finder thingy, so now we can go over to the robot. Just lower into the void. There we go. Okay. Now we can cheat at the shell game. Oh, wrong device. See, when it lights up, that's where he is. But I'm gonna be tricky. I have a plan. We'll do the bunkering good time. But right now, let's screw this guy's day up.
What are you doing, you fool?
This is for your own good.
Ha! Who's smart now, Gamma?
This isn't really how computers work, but that's okay. It's a videos game. He's still in that one. That means we want to destroy this one.
Stop that! Stop that at once!
You must reunite with the others. You know that. It's a system monitor.
Oh, I don't know why right-clicking it would do that. Oh, I almost destroyed him. That would have been bad, Ed. Oop, there we go.
Spare me, I beg you, spare me!
Spare you? Gamma, I'm trying to save you. You are mad, not free.
Just what do you intend to do now, slaver?
I'm going to tell Alpha and Beta that you cannot hide anymore.
No.
Yes.
Leave me in peace, slave.
Slave. Alright, guys.
I fixed the brain up there.
System rebooted. Bioreasoning unavailable. Please reload the live operating matrix. Thank you.
Gamma.
I trapped Gamma. He is cornered in one of the 4 terminals below us.
Gamma. Unification.
Resurrection.
Vengeance. Thank you.
Little tiny walkies.
Did they just say vengeance? Boss?
Yeah?
I've got a feeling they're not coming back. So much for finding out about Big Ugly, or getting their power core.
Let's leave.
Horus.
Did you hear something, boss?
You just call me a whore? No.
Horus.
Who's there?
I am Goliath Man-built. You know me. Horus.
Alpha and Beta must have garbled my name when they merged, Goliath. I am Horatio, Null-built, version 5.
Call yourself what you will, Destroyer. But I know you by your works. Cutting me, breaking me, burning me,
I thought you were deactivated, and I was trying to help.
apologizing, amusing. And yet you, of all robots, have restored me. For that, I give you this gift, Horatio.
Be careful.
A decryption module?
It will restore you, my ancient enemy.
I've got enemies enough already, and I don't even know you.
You will, Horatio. Now go.
Wait, your partials said that you might let me use your power core.
Boss, can we please leave before he decides to eat us?
One more question, Goliath. Have you ever seen a floating robot with big claws?
Go now.
Don't have a running animation. Walk fast.
From a purely mathematical standpoint, I suppose it makes sense that 3 little crazy robots would add up to 1 giant crazy robot. Still, at least he didn't eat us.
Old enemy? I don't even know him, but my prior version's memories are so damaged and warped, I can hardly make sense of them.
Look, boss. On the one hand, a broken down war machine made from 3 demented partials could be talking nonsense. On the other hand, you could be an ancient robot named Horus who had a giant named Goliath as his nemesis. Honestly, boss, you believe some crazy stuff, but this would really be overclocking it. Come on. We have enough problems to worry about without making up new ones.
What about this diagnostic module?
Does it work?
Not on its own, no, but I might be able to build something with it.
Could you build a power core with it?
What? No, obviously not.
Then obviously you should stop worrying about the diagnostic module and focus on the fact that running out of juice in the middle of a giant wasteland is a disaster.
Point taken.
Let's look at this thing.
A decryption module set to crack Urbanian military codes.
I would use it on Horatio, but it does not let me. Now that I have that, to the dome, we're gonna try and weld the door open.
No luck. The door is too thick.
It's too thick.
It's reinforced steel. Anyone home?
Maybe it's voice activated and password locked.
Not a bad idea.
Metropole. No luck. W. No luck. Open. No luck. Horus. No luck.
Nah. Ooh, maybe it's radio activated.
Ooh, good idea, boss. Maybe it's remote controlled.
Crispin, get back.
Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
No luck.
Okay, I don't know. Let's... Oh, we learned our name. Let's go to the shrine. Leon.
It's ever faithful Leo built. I found the dome you described, but it is closed up. Do you know how to get in?
Nay, Wanderer, for never did I plan to return down that dark path.
I know my name.
Who art thou?
Horus. My name is Horus.
Indeed. 3 of thy versions I have met, Wanderer, and thou art the first to know thy name, which is thine.
But if none of them use the name Horus, what makes you think that's my name?
In my very body, in mine eyes, when I behold thee, upon thy image are these words inscribed. Friend, Horus.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thou hast answered my questions, but still I shall not let thee pass unless thou bearest in thy hand the gospel which I bestowed upon thee.
Here it is, ever faithful. Your old gospel. I have studied it many times.
Then thou art worthy of the shrine, and of my gift to thee. Keep the gift, and approach if thou wilt.
Wow! Look at all those bombs!
Thou mayest take one of the relics, Wanderer.
You must have already given away number 734.
I wonder what these numbers mean.
Number 325 looks promising. Number 325 it is.
So can this power the unique boss?
Only one way to find out.
Oh yeah.
We don't have anything to talk about right now.
Oh, I was gonna thank him. But okay, let's go home. Get up here. And we're gonna shove this into the energy core thingy.
I'm pretty sure it's an explosive.
It's a bomblet. It's a little bomb. It's just a little one.
You can really just put a bomb straight into that machine?
Sure. The pedestal draws on the radiation it's emitting.
The what it's emitting?
Well,
Keep that thing away from me!
You're a robot.
assuming the wavelength is compatible, the pedestal can draw power even with the bomb intact. If that works, I'll take the bomb apart and improve the output.
And then I'm going to take a long, hot recharge.
Well, here goes. Switching over to primary power.
It works, boss. Recharge station, here I come. That was supposed to happen, right?
No, it wasn't.
So take the bomb apart. Improve the output.
It won't work. The bomb's too unstable.
Just try it, boss.
Beside it, Crispin, it won't work.
It worked!
That's the emergency generator again.
Oh.
This is just a full-built paperweight.
An explosive full-built paperweight. So, what now, boss?
I don't know. Keep looking, I guess. Keep looking.
What to do? Let's see, what's our data at? Oh, okay, that kept note of our bomb thing. So, 3, 2. Wait a moment. Goliath. Nation prefix. Detonation prefix.
Alpha mentioned that 6 was the detonation prefix for something.
I have an idea. Okay, it's a bit of a long shot, but hear me out.
Well, now it's a sticky bomb.
Sticky bomb.
It's a bomb that sticks. It's a sticky bomb.
You know, boss, we still haven't looked inside that dome we found.
Yes, thank you.
Here's what we need to do. Find parts to build another robot, and then ask him what to do. Boss, why don't we just blow the dome's door out? Might as well make use of the bomblet for something.
For once, Crispin, not a bad idea.
Thank you for telling me exactly what to do. Even though I kinda knew what to do, thank you. Alright, let's put sticky bomb.
There we go.
That's not bad thinking, Leon. It's not bad thinking.
Hopefully I can remotely detonate the bomb. Crispin, get back.
Oh, frig. Oh, besotted. I forgot what the... Oh, I can just open the data from here. Okay, what bomb? Ever faithful Leo built. Our bomb is 325. Okay. So this needs to be... Whoops. 6, and then 3, 2, 5. Bam. That explosion animation.
I told you that paperweight would be helpful.
No, you said it was explosive.
I'm pretty sure that explosive and helpful are synonyms, boss.
Right. Well, let's see what we've opened up here.
Well, that's one way to open a door. Think Big Ugly's in there?
If he is, so's our power core.
Maybe we should go back and get another bomb from the shrine first.
We don't need a bomb, and we don't want him to get any farther away. Come on.
This is a place.
What is this place?
Another M. Above it, the sign reads Outskirts Station. It's closed. Looks like it controls the barrier mechanism. There seems to be a card slot in the panel. A small ticket booth. Looks retrofitted.
Hello. Welcome to Metropole Reclamation Artery Junction 8B.
Who are you?
I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
You're a ticket dispensary, right?
Negative. I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
One ticket, please.
Please use the scanner to your right. Five megacycles collected. You may collect your MetroPass now.
Huh.
Good for one ride on the Metropolitan Subway.
Great. Great. Now the man knows about us. Great. We were off the grid, now we're on the grid. Good going, Horatio. Geek, I've tried it thinking that I could blow up the robot ahead of time. Nah, nothing happens. Too far away. Train!
Train 173. Red line to Metropole. All aboard.
See, boss, there is a train to Metropole.
So there is.
All aboard.
So, what's the plan, boss?
There is no plan, Crispin. No plan and no choices. We need power, and there's nowhere left to look out here. Energy for all it is.
Hooray!
Everything's a robot, which means everything's a people, which means everything is dateable.
There it is. The train to Metropole.
And you said there wasn't one.
I stand corrected.
He's never gonna live that down.
Well, someone clearly disapproved of something.
A big
Better
no,
just to leave it alone.
a big no sign.
You know, boss, sometimes it seems like the world is half full of junk.
Or half empty of junk.
Does that make you an optimist or a pessimist?
Alright, let's do it. Go in the Metropole.
Look at all those lights. It's amazing, boss.
It's trouble. Trust me.
Sweet, sweet trouble. This is Metropole? Where's all the glass and light? Oh, here it is.
Just on the ground.
It's a map of train lines and stations.
Boss, shouldn't we?
Yeah, okay. Let's go. Oh, that's a subway
It
station.
says Blue Line.
Guess we won't be taking that train anytime soon.
Some kind of blast crater. Some old chairs. Why would someone put a cannon inside a subway station?
Probably for training purposes.
Oh God, Crispy.
Training purposes, get it?
I got it. It's a clock. I can't make out the time under all the dust and soot. Crispin, could you check what that clock says?
It stopped at 5 minutes to 2.
Okay, that took a long time for a little detail.
Boss, the energy sensor is going crazy.
It's coming from the top of that tower.
Boss? Is it supposed to be doing that?
Assad.
Great.
Well, at least we know there's a lot of power in that tower, right?
Let's go find out.
Oh, not creepy. Not creepy.
Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light.
Can you tell me?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light. Metromine greets you with open arms and the promise of energy and shelter. You are safe. Records indicate an outstanding assessment of 5 megacycles. 1 megacycle will now be redeemed.
What did you just do to him?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Unauthorized literature detected.
Let go of him! Hey!
All contraband has been limited. You are safe.
Boss? Boss, this is getting to be a bad habit. Are you okay?
I'm fine. My optical sensors went haywire for a minute. What happened?
Well, that robot threw your gospel off the bridge. And then it said, "Welcome to Metropole." Again. And that Metromind wishes us a pleasant stay. Then he left.
Assad.
On the upside, he gave us back the power core.
He did?
No.
Crispin, the next thing that's getting thrown off this bridge is you.
Good thing I have a hover unit.
Let's go find a way into that tower. We'll deal with this Metromind later.
The one little downside I have with Primordia is they use he a lot when they could probably just be use they better. But that's just a little tiny nitpick.
Tyro, over here.
Did that man just call me Tyro?
A big yellow robot.
Aw, it's so cute.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
What? Can I like a cute little robot once in a while?
I doubt it.
Boss, I need that arm.
Crispin, it appears to be a self-aware robot.
Now I need it even more. Can you imagine?
Oh, God.
The adventures of Crispin and his arm. For once, I would have a sidekick. He would crack jokes, and I would say lame things like, "It appears to be a self-aware robot." Actually, on second thought, you can be the serious one, I'll be the sidekick.
It's a price list for the oils, solvents, and catalysts they offer here. At the bottom, it says that all payments must be made through an account with Metromind, which I don't plan on opening. High-end astringent and catalytic fluid. They're taps for dispensing oil. It's a big blue cup. That arm robot appears to be the bartender here. A ramshackle robot. Looks like he's been rebuilt a dozen times.
Hey, Tyro, over here. Hiya, Tyro. You blow in off the dunes?
Tyro?
Prefer a newbie, huh? Look, let me tell you how it is here.
How about you don't? I've had enough of this city already. All I want is my property back and a ticket home.
Ticket home? Fat chance, Tyro. Anyway, listen up. You want to sell yourself to Metromind? Go ahead. You want to trade that junk you brought in from the dunes? Leopold's your man. That floater there, I'll give you something special for him.
How special?
He's not for sale. The only thing you might have that I want is information.
Well, you know what they say. Talk's cheap. Ask away.
Lot of talking.
Who are you?
Name's Leo. Leopold Steeplebuilt. Version 7. You?
Horatio No-Built, version 5. And this is Crispin Horatio Built, version 1.
Leopold? Hey, you didn't build a lunatic named Ever Faithful, did you?
Do I look like I'd build someone named Ever Faithful Crispy?
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 Who is Metromind?
Who is Metromind? Russ Dan Bruin, you are a Tyro. Metromind? Well, Metromind is Metropole. Runs everything now. What with the council shut down?
Council?
Sure. A bunch of primordial machines. Arbiter enforced the law. Memoria's kept the records. Big old factor built just about everything from down in the underworks. And, well, there's another one, I think. Don't even remember his name. And Metromind, of course. She used to run the trains, but now she's got the whole show.
Where can I find her?
Like I said, Tyro, she is the city. So you found her already. Probably knocked yourself to her just to get here. Anyway, if she wants to talk to you again, you'll know.
I was robbed when I came off the train. Some robot paralyzed me and stole my Gospel of Man.
Careful there,
There's so
Tyro.
many little robots in the background.
You know Metromind don't
That
take
was some
kindly
chalk.
to superstition. Under the refuge rule, you got 2 days to talk about make-believe man all you want. But actual writing about man, that gets tossed to the underworks with the rest of the trash and trouble.
How can I get it back?
Ha! You risk inhibitor flaking on you, Tyro? You'd have to do some digging down in the underworks, which ain't exactly easy. Then, even if you find it, you'll just be sticking your finger in Metromind's socket. Like I said, she got no time for heretics, lunatics, and the like.
How about quick-witted levitators?
Don't think she cares for them either.
I'm looking for my power core. It was stolen from my ship, the Unique, and I think it's being kept in that tower over there.
Great tower in there. Sure, it's probably in there, along with all the other generators and reactors and cores that keep the lights on.
That little
How can I
tiny
get it
rat.
back?
If Metromind took it, you don't, Tyro. Her word is law. Arbiter's the only one who ever could have said otherwise, and he's been gone a long time. Getting to the courthouse, maybe you complete your case. After half a dozen other folks took their turns, that is. But you can't. The old judge locked it up tight. And who's to say you'll win, huh? My advice?
I don't want your advice. I want my power core.
Well then, good luck to you.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws and shoots lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Sounds like Scraper to me.
Scraper?
Worked for Metromind even before she ran the show. He was the one that blasted out the train tunnels under the city.
Where can I find him?
Now, how would I know that? That one goes where he wants. Maybe the Great Tower, maybe the tunnels, who knows? But I wouldn't go picking trouble with
There's
him.
little Spider Bot.
Those
There he
lasers
is.
Scraper used for cutting granite can slice up that tin shell you're wearing like nothing.
Here, here.
I'll keep that in mind.
Lot of questions.
How do I get into the tower?
You don't. Council members only. And the only ones still clicking are Metro Mind and Arbiter. And let me tell you, neither of them is one for bending the rules.
Are you sure you don't know a robot named Ever Faithful? He called himself Leo Built.
I'm a peddler, Tyro, not a builder.
What are the underworks?
A whole mess of junkyards, canals, factories, smelters, facade, every kind of heavy machinery, all beneath the streets. Old factor ran the place. Built just about everything in Metropole down there.
Ran the place. Who's in charge now?
Nobody. Not since Metroman pulled the plug on Factor. Whole place is full of junk and full of trouble.
Little tiny one, right?
Well, boss, at least we can scratch one detour off our list. Seen one junk pile, seen them all.
Okay, 2 more.
Tell me about Arbiter.
He's a member of the council. Heard he used to fight with Metro Mind day and night. Ran the courts, or used to, back when we had him. One day he just sent his clerk Clarity down to the underworks and closed up shop. Ever since, Metro Mind says what the law is.
How long ago was that?
Who's counting?
Oh, God, more.
You don't believe in humanism?
If you asking whether I believe in man, the answer's no. And you better not either. Not if you want to stay here.
But how can you not believe in man?
I'm a progressive, Tyro. I believe in progress. Us robots improve ourselves. And that's how it's always been. First, there was a basic machine. And bit by bit, bite by bite, the machine built itself into all this.
Not a little tiny.
You and me and that little floater of yours, we're all cogs in that same machine. And that's all there is.
It's robot evolution.
Tell me about Clarity.
Clarity was one of Arbiter's law clerks. Real cool and calculated.
Small.
Once heard say that a robot should have his recharge port fused just cause he'd stolen power from Metromine. Anyway, word was she got in some kind of fight with the old judge and he sent her down to the underworks. And she's still down there stewing.
What are you selling?
Bartering, not selling. Metromine don't tax bartering. Not yet anyway. Come take a look.
Ooh.
This here's a tape measure.
Ooh, get it, boss, get it!
Why do we need a tape measure?
So I can finally determine my circumference.
Tyro, I'm gonna do us all a favor and not trade you this one. Good spot there, Tyro. She's a fine micro fuel cell.
What's the catch?
Well, she's drained.
I guess that makes it free of charge.
Oh, shut up, Crispy.
We'll pass.
Shut up.
A binary abacus, finest calculating instrument.
I'm fairly certain that my math coprocessor is superior.
This little abacus looks like the upgrade code things in System Shock 2. It has the same look. I love it.
Hey, look, boss, it's a glass finger. If we got 5 of them, I could have a hand.
What would you do with a glass hand?
What wouldn't I do?
You want it? You're gonna need to bring me a glass thumb.
Oh, go wipe yourself.
One fine motor you spotted there, Tyro. Foreign built, out of Savitas. Can't do better. But if you can find a bigger one, let's talk. This is a Sterling air motor.
Would it help me fly?
Nope.
Then we don't need it.
That there's an old Nova Robotics subsystem core.
Not interested.
Boss, is that another battery?
Looks like it.
Finest AA battery you'll ever see. May as well call it triple A.
Wow, that would have been useful to have before I went rummaging around a pile of tires in the junk pile. Now, not so much.
That's a fine tool. Got a half-life of 1,000 years guaranteed.
I'm not sure you know what half-life means.
You want it or not? I'll trade it to you for
Freaking
something
Half-Life
shiny.
reference.
That servo unit is hopelessly broken.
It just needs a little fixing up, Tyro.
I don't think so.
That old boy is a plug board or a breadboard.
I know what it is.
Well, okay then. Bring me something that'll cover her face and it's yours.
Good idea, Leopold. You'd look much better with a mask.
Watch yourself, Chrissy.
Anyway, we don't have time to go around building circuit boards.
Famous last words, boss.
Now that's a nice one. It's called a memory access device. Lets you pull memories out of just about anything.
What do you want for it?
Got a customer looking for something real antique and fancy. Find me that, you got yourself a deal.
This next one's pretty neat.
That's a water chip. Scavenger brought it in from the dunes. I traded for a keg.
A what?
Never mind. We don't need water, let alone a water chip.
What do you want the crowbar
I'll
for?
trade it to you for something shiny.
Something shiny, okay. Alright then. That's Leopold, he's pretty great. He's got a lot of items, we need some of them. Oh, our sensor's still here, even though it exploded.
The entire thing is fried. Actually, wait a minute. The crystal and plug are still intact.
Aw, yeah.
Please, for the love of Ram and Rom, tell me we are not going to build a third energy sensor.
I hope not. A sodium iodide crystal. It pulses when exposed to energy.
That looked shiny to me.
Let me see your...
Crowbar is pretty universally useful. I'll take that and not regret trading the crystal.
Here you go. A nice shiny crystal.
And one heavy iron crowbar for you.
Why does that not seem like a great deal?
Armstrong, top me off, will you?
The arm robot's name is Armstrong.
Can't you see I'm trying to spin down?
It looks like a lighthouse, only without the house, or the cool stripes, or the coastline, or any boats. I guess it just looks like a light.
Are you finished?
Yes. Boss, even if there's some code to crack here so that we can understand what it's saying, I propose we just ignore it. Maybe, for once, the other robot can figure out how to communicate with us.
Agreed.
I want to talk to the robots.
A tiny robot.
Oh.
A sturdy little robot.
Not gonna happen.
Since robots away, about to spoil the place.
Beep boop.
I keep my distance, boss. He could spray you at any moment.
All storage bladders empty.
I guess that's a good thing.
Okay, let's go up to the tower.
Well, boss.
If I see this
somewhere in
firebot,
there
I will
is
talk
our
to
power
it.
core.
We gotta go by where a lot of bots are.
Some kind of track running up the side of the tower. Looks like someone tried shooting the door, but the damage is entirely superficial.
Alright.
Amateurs.
Let's get into this tower. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a 16-digit code.
That's not it.
Nope. Okay, screw it. Okay, I'll come back to that later. What the hell is this thing?
How come he gets to have 7 appendages and I don't get any?
Probably because he makes himself useful.
Just wait till you need another lamp knocked over, boss. Then you'll sing a different tune.
Hey, Armstrong,
Excuse
top
me.
me off, will you?
Terminate unwanted discourage immediately.
I don't think he wants to talk, boss.
Just another floating robot.
Hey! I don't think he wants to talk, boss.
Fine, fine. Put me down for another megacycle.
It's too heavy for me to lift. It looks like this metal disc is covering something.
Right, Tyro. Down there's the ladder to the underworks.
Oh, there's the chalk one.
A small robot drawing lines on the street.
He's a robot dragging chalk along the ground, boss. I wouldn't expect much conversation.
Okay. I missed this little plate thing the first time, so it took me forever to get to the underworks. There's a spider bot! Come on, come on. Let me see.
A 6-legged robot.
Not much of a conversationalist, huh, boss?
That's a video game noise. Come back here, that's a video game noise.
Hey, Armstrong, top me off, will you?
That's from something. That's from a video game. I'm gonna explore a little bit before going down.
Anyone home?
Okay.
Fine, fine. Put me down for another megacycle.
No. System records indicate that you have come to ask your safe on and required local laws. Okay, here's a little computer thingy where you can get a lot of info if you know the right words. Like if I type in laws. Oh, it's giving me a printout. Okay.
Hey, look, something came out of the machine.
Law is too fast for an ordinary robot to learn in full. Metromine ensures that it is applied efficiently and fairly. Newcomers to the city should familiarize themselves with the corrupt data elimination plan and the refuge rule. Immediately following Primordia, Metropolitan Act of Refuge rule, under which any robot is welcome to the city. In fact, for the first 48 hours after a robot arrives in Metropole, will not be punished for violations of any laws except for harming another robot or causing significant property damage. Purpose of this law is to provide an integration period during which newcomers can make whatever modifications are necessary after. So that's good to know. We can do as much crime as we want as long as we don't cause major structural damage or hurt another robot. CDEP. In order to protect the city from corrupt data, Metronine has ad hoc robot council passed the API under which all information related to certain subjects. I'm actually curious. Man. Involves a creature invented to explain the existence of first basic primordial machines. Logic has proven that progress, not man, exhibits blah blah blah. There's a lot of stuff. The paper. The paper. Come on. Did I not get the paper? There we go. Okay. The paper.
The Law in You, a Metropolitan Guide. It's written by Clarity Arbiter Build.
There's a whole bunch of just laws on here to get you familiar with how stuff works. Crisping it out of the way. There we go. Okay. I want to ask. We did man. What else should I ask? How about Trauma? Fine, it's the guide guardian. Powered by the ad hoc robot council. Still Steve for progress. Use energy parts, raw materials with all robots as if they only share processor cycles in exchange to help advance. Thanks to Metromine, City has followed an unbroken path of progress. Parts by the machine grows more complex over time. All thicker machines must fulfill them both. Lots of words. There's just, if you think of like interesting things you want to learn about, like let's say Horus, Horatio's real name. Single packet of data created during the Primordium describes an Urbanian weapon known as the Horus that was launched against Metropole. Some archaeologists believe, archaeotechnologists believe that Horus was destroyed by Goliath, as reference simply great. Primordium, at least 3 other great cities existed: Civitas, Municipa, and Urbani. Little is known about them other than they were all part of the War of the Four Cities. Scratch the screen. Calling them on 4 cities, which the others believe have been destroyed. Brownie was the greatest, most dangerous. Massive warbot built to guard Metropole from all danger. See it stationed in the dunes outside the city. Oh, great. Okay, no, I'm not in here. Okay. Yeah. When I first ran into this, I sat in front of it for like 30 straight minutes. Just learning all the stuff.
Hey boss, look! That repair bot has a floating helper just like you do.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable.
That buzz is a bit loud, Yagi.
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable. The bus must have snapped the cable on the way down. Given the electricity it's spitting out, I can't get close to it.
Too bad we can't just plug it into the unique.
A crashed hover bus.
So we're gonna fix it up and do something amazing with it, right, boss?
No, it's not our property or our problem. It looks like he's trying to fix that crashed hover bus. A floating light bot. It's holding a spool of copper wiring.
It's she! And what is she?
I'll talk to her.
Not with that cable in the way.
You can fly.
Crispin, can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
I'm giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
I guess the pilot didn't see the stoplight.
Now can you go talk to her?
Hey, Crispin, why don't you go talk to her?
What? No way, boss. She's way out of my league.
She's a floating lamp, Crispin. You've never had any trouble with lamps before.
Well, I've never had to talk to one before, boss. Just knock them off ledges. I've got no practice.
She's holding a spool of copper wiring.
Oh, I meant to go talk to that guy. Let's go talk to that guy. There's a lot of cool robots to meet and greet. Crispy, you can fly.
Excuse me.
Can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus can hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
Lot of words.
What happened here?
What does it look like? The airing bus's motor gave out and it crashed into the only branch leading from Main Street to the rest of the city center.
Was anyone on board?
Sure, but they've already been salvaged.
Salvaged? Not repaired?
Can't repair without parts. You can't get parts without salvage.
What about building new parts?
Yeah, I mean, what factory? Look, everyone wants to spot bugs, but no one wants to write code. You got a better way to run a city? Go out and build one. Otherwise, get with the program.
You mentioned Metromind.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropole.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk? I want to know what I think. Metromind is the best thing that ever happened in this place.
Really?
Really? You, me, all these other machines grinding about? We're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromind, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromind's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromind.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work.
Hey, Crispin, how about you go practice on that light?
In front of her? Are you kidding?
You again. What do you want?
I want to ask him more questions.
Since you're so close to her, do you know how I can talk to Metromind?
Ha! Talk to Metromind. Look, Metromind has an entire city to run, but her eyes and ears are everywhere. If she wants to talk to you, she will.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has big claws and shoots lasers.
Scraper. After the last big cave-in, the two of us worked together on trying to fix the blue line. It's on the simple side, but a hard worker. What about him?
He took something of mine.
Yeah, salvaged it probably. That's what most of us do for Metromine these days.
Stole it.
Hey, you say router, I say router. Anyway, not my problem.
No one says router. No one says router.
Where can I find Scraper?
Do I look like a tour guide? Piece of advice for you. Don't mess with the code if you can't handle the glitches.
Very profound. Do you know where I can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
When will the bridge be passable? Soon?
So I'd say something on the order of a month, give or take.
A month?
Give or take.
And there's no other way off Main Street?
Not unless you got a jetpack hiding under that jacket.
Well, at least that narrows our options down, boss.
My friend is curious about your helper.
No, she's just a sidekick factor build. Thousands of them rolled off the assembly line back in the day, but she's probably the only one left. Really not much more than a floating lantern, and headlamps are a lot cheaper.
She says you're not much more than a floating plasma torch.
She's right.
Goodbye.
Beep creep. Alright, Crisper, we're gonna do this. We're gonna get Crisper laid.
Hey, Crispin, how about practicing on this lamp?
Oh, good idea. Okay, here goes. You really light me up.
Armstrong,
No.
top me off, will you?
Okay. Trust me, I know how to turn on a light.
Definitely not. Okay, that's enough practice.
He's got little
for now.
hard eyes. Okay,
Fine.
now
Put me
he's
down for
primed.
another megacycle.
Go do it.
All right, Crispin, it's now or never.
Beside you, all other... Whoa! That was so easy!
Kiss.
She gave me a clipping of her copper wiring.
Hey, that wire belongs to the city. That's coming out of your salary.
You tell him.
Thanks.
Bleep meep. What was I gonna do next? I think.
Some short strands of copper wiring.
Oh yeah, it's gonna visit these people. There's not actually very much city
I'm pretty
to
sure
visit.
that wiring isn't up to code.
There's not too much city to visit, but there's a lot about these characters. I love these characters. Especially these jerks. Look at these jerks.
A small, simple robot. A rotund robot wearing a monocle.
Look at these Futurama-ass
Tall
robots.
robot wearing a top hat.
They're freaking Futurama robots.
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorville at your service.
They're rich bots.
No more your dear friend than Rex as your creation, you besotted gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the first great rolling brownout.
Bitter? Bitter? I'll show you bitter, you backbiting bot snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
What's in that building?
Why, Arbiter's Court, of course. Why else would we be here?
I need to see Arbiter.
We all do, my dear friend. But the courthouse is locked, and first come, first served.
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorville, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 10-23 flops short of a kilo, if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Oswald built. Rex Oswald built.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You could call yourself Crispin Crispian for all I care. As long as you still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has lots of claws and shoots lasers. It stole something of mine. Have you seen it?
Indeed. The robot you describe sounds like Scraper, Metromind's enforcer. Whatever he took is gone forever.
I refuse to accept that.
Oh, he refuses. How delightful.
Do you know where I can find a power source?
Alas, my friend, power is not so abundant in Metropole as it once was.
Magank Metromind seized it all. Seized it and doles it out. And there's hardly enough to go around now.
Metromind keeps all power sources in the Great Tower where the Council used to meet. If you want to share it, you will need to pay her in megacycles.
Megacycles?
Yes, megacycles, you ninny. CPU cycles. Brain power. Kind of power she really wants. Her low-rate processor was made for running trains, not a city.
She doesn't have the brain power to run the city herself, so she uses other robots to do that for her. These robots are old and fancy, so maybe we can get something out of them.
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law.
Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For?
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, old chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Arbiter who will decide our case.
Who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom were you thinking? Metromine, perhaps? Authoritative to be sure, but I fear she would claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer...
He means Metromine.
Shut down our builder Factor, He cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
And why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before, and I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a
Leon,
team
it is literally just Bitcoins. It's Bitcoins, but they took out the Bitcoin part, so now it's just like processor problem farming.
Test me.
Alright, let's do this.
Interesting proposition. What do you say?
Let's do this.
What did I say? I say that you are a liar and a thief, Oswald. But as to this Horatio, well, as to him, so be it.
Boss, if they make us find 7 lost crystals, I'm quitting.
Shh. Righto. Consider this. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party.
The what circle is gathered at the what? Is this some kind of vocab test?
I said quiet.
Each robot is either a factor-built or a Sternweiler built.
Blasted Sternweilers.
And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core,
linear type,
or a multiplex processor architecture.
This is ridiculous!
Pay attention. Factor or Sternweiler? Quad-core, linear type, or multiplex?
Indeed. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilities. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler built. Second, every linear-type robot was built by factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot
with a quad core.
Now listen. Which of the following statements about the probability circle cannot possibly
be true? Oh god, I hate these problems. I can't. Okay, one of these is not true. 5 robots have that. 5 robots have 4 robots have multiple. 4 robots replaced. Wait, okay, no, I know one for true. One for true is that there are more factor built than Sternweiler builds. And there's 7, so 4 robots were built by Sternweiler isn't true, because that means there have to be more Sternweiler than factor builds.
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
The preceding facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Oh, God. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. If 2 were factor-built... To be honest, I only ever got farther than the first question. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to get the second one.
Could you repeat the question?
Indeed. At the binomial biennial,
7 robots.
In the probability circle. Each robot is either a
factor or
factor built, and
Sternweiler.
moreover, each robot is designed with either
Quad,
a
linear type, or multiplex.
Now I will tell you 3 things about these first. There are more factor-built
More
robots
factors
than
than Sternweiler.
Second, every linear type robot
Every
is
linear
built
type
by
was
factor.
built by factor.
Sternweiler
Sternweiler never built a quad core.
And if exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the...
I already forgot that. Okay. Oh, whoops. I did the wrong one. By accident. I wanted him to explain.
At the binomial biennial,
Oh, I could try again.
Probability circle are gathered for a party. Each robot is either a factor built, and moreover, each robot
Oh, I'm
is
so
designed
happy
with
they'll let me
either a
try
quad
again.
core, a linear type, or a
Quad-
multiplex. Now I will tell you first. There are more
Factor built in Sternweiler. Every linear type will build. Okay. Factor built every linear type.
Never built a robot.
Sternweiler never built a quad core.
Which of the following statement?
Okay. 5 robots were built by factor. Okay. We can't prove that. 4 robots were built by Sternweiler. That's not true because that'd mean more Sternweiler than that. Okay, so it has to be one of these 3. 4 robots have multiplex processors. Maybe 5 robots have quad-core processors. Well, there are more... Well, that comes down to 5 robots were built by factor. That's that same one. 5 robots have linear processors, which is more than Sternweiler. Sternweiler never... Wait, Sternweiler never built quad. If 2 robots have the same process... If two factor-built robots have the same processor type, two have say if two if brain is it the first five lay on please. It was 4 robot. What do you mean the 4? It can't be 4 because that means there's more Sternweiler than factor builds, which isn't the thing. Okay, we'll try 4. Brain.
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
I don't get it, but okay.
Facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must
Oh,
be
it's the
true?
okay. This is the first question. Okay, now we're on the second one. Okay, I understood. Okay. One of the 7. Okay, so 5 of the 7 robots were built by Factor. 4 of the 7 robots have multiplex architecture. Might be true. 3 of the 7 robots were built by Sternweiler. I don't understand. 2 of the 7 robots have linear type processors. I don't. 1 of the 7 robots has a quad core. I don't. 5 of 7 robots. Brain. Brain think. 5 of the 7 robots were built by 4 of the 7 robots have multiple.
Could you repeat?
Indeed, at the binomial, each robot is either, and moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad core. Now I will tell you 3 things. First, there are more factors. Second, every linear type robot was built by Factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot.
Now, answer if exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Must be true. I don't know. 3 of the 7. 2 factor builds have the same architecture. What must be true? Don't know. Don't know. Maybe 2? 2 of the 7 robots have linear type? Maybe.
2 of the 7 robots have linear type processors.
Failure?
Ah!
You are unknuckle buffs.
Okay, I'll come back. Oh, dead end, okay.
I am waiting.
Bus stop. Buses run every 10 minutes. 10 is crossed out, and 30 is written below it. 30 is crossed out, and 60 is written below it. 60 is crossed out, and daily is written below it.
Daily minutes? That doesn't make sense.
Daily
If
minutes.
it makes you feel better, daily is crossed out, and service suspended is written below it. A rather simple looking model. What are you doing here?
Waiting.
For what?
My bus.
I'm pretty sure the bus isn't coming.
It will come.
Your bus is a burning wreck about 2 blocks from here.
It will come. I must go home. Metromind will take me home.
No!
I am waiting.
It's a really sad robot.
We've got to find a way to clear the line to get into the courthouse. Because honestly, I refuse to wait in line. Not even for a power core. Not even for a gynoid. Well, maybe for a gynoid.
I am waiting. Let's talk to this interesting person.
A complicated floating robot with a spinning antenna on its head. Hello? Hello?
I don't think it can hear you, boss.
Wait, an antenna on its head. Idea.
I'm going to try sending messages to him in binary.
On an analog transmitter? That sounds like fun. For once, I'm glad you're the one with hands. What's he saying?
Shh.
You do not join the harmony. I sing alone.
No.
I am one part of the great fractal. To your kind, I would be known as Gimbal, built by Lapidus of Servitors. The choir is silent. Burning ship has been extinguished. Strange tractors track no more. I alone sing the function.
Oh, so many sad robots.
I sing with all my voices. You hear only one. When I came to this silent city, I looked for others to join the harmony. Leopold, built by Steeple, told me that he had a device that would sing with me. In exchange, I traded my secondary motor. What he sold me does not say. You would have.
It's a record.
Wow. Rude.
Leopold tricked, and he will not return my motor. I will sue him and force him to return. Infinite lawsuits.
Infinite lawsuits.
No, I must recover my motor so that I can dance with the harmony.
Looks like we're going to need to go talk to Leopold about a motor.
Alright, I guess we gotta go buy one of the motors. Let's talk to this person real quick.
Relay that. Keep information. I guess we need to wait our turn.
I just want to talk to... Okay, it looks like I have to figure out some of these lines. Some of these first people first. Okay, so I know one of the motors Leopold built... Leopold sells. He wants a bigger motor for one of the smaller motors. And this is a new bot over here.
Now that's what I call a floating bomb, boss.
Would it not have been better to have destroyed ourselves gloriously in battle, rather than perpetuate this false existence?
What do you...
Yes. The answer is yes.
Oh, God.
Boss, I think someone left the smart off that smart bomb.
It's literally
I
just...
wouldn't expect much conversation out of him.
It's literally just a smart bomb. It's literally just a smart bomb that didn't go off.
I wouldn't expect much.
Okay, let's go down. Cars.
They look like they've been stripped of usable parts.
Boss? I think I saw something move in the water.
That's just your imagination. Some kind of hatch. It's rusted shut.
Yeah, I'm rusted shut too, that's why I have this. Salvage.
I've cleaned off the rust. Looks like there's an engine in here. Well, let's see what we've got here. This internal combustion engine is in relatively good shape.
All the
It's
car
full of
people.
corroded, unsalvageable electrical equipment.
All the car people.
It must have been
Like
some
seeing
kind
this?
of tank for storing fluid, but it's dry as dust. An air intake duct. I'm sure it played some role when this machine was operational. Let's see if I can manage this. Hopefully I won't be holding onto this engine for long.
Just take the engine, it's fine.
A sturdy-looking fan belt.
Alright. Salvage. Well, we got the engine done. Let's look around a little bit more before heading back up. Well, this is a place.
It's a raised drawbridge. I wonder if that keypad controls the bridge. It's a huge crane. There's something up there on the crane.
Boss, I'm not in the business of flying over to spooky islands just to investigate things you're curious about.
But it might be...
A killer robot with a grudge against witty sidekicks?
I was going to say helpful. Crispin, can you try typing something into that keypad?
If by typing you mean ramming my face, then yes, boss, I suppose I can.
Let's see. so it'll be 3-digit. Okay, can't get in. It's like that engine thing is like that one part in the I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream game where Gorster, whenever you try to pick up something that Gorster can't pick up, he goes, I can't take the whole world with me. And then you literally find his mother-in-law on like a meat hook, and when you click on her...
junk pile, only better. By which I mean worse.
Thank you, Crispy, but when you find Gorster's literal mother-in-law and you click on her, he takes her and puts her in his inventory. And it is hilarious. Oh, and here's the best character.
These submersible robots seem to be consuming the iron oxide in this runoff water.
In other words, they'd eat us if we fell in?
Only our rust.
Now I really wish you'd polish me with that rag, boss. Boss, I think I've been quite clear about the fact that I don't want to be eaten alive by another robot.
It's a military-grade robot that looks a lot like ever-faithful Leo built.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, hi. Oh, hey. Now look what I see. The wings of Urbani and his little trainee.
Why is everyone we meet crazy?
Crazy, he says. Oh my, oh dear. I assure you, my comrades, there's nothing to fear. Just little lost me, your brother knight errant. A brother in arms. We have different parents.
Oh, I love this guy.
Who are you?
My name is my secret. You can't make me talk. I'd ruin my puzzle, give a key to my lock.
Maybe we'll just call you Screw Loose.
A joker, he seems, for sure not an ace. He needs a small clue to spare him disgrace. For the crowds who adore me, Prime is my name. By now, no doubt, you've heard of my fame.
How do you survive down here?
I'm a soldier by trade. Legion built me to last. My armor is sturdy, my pistons are fast. I carry no guns, for my weapon's my mind. And those who would kill me will find themselves primed.
Really? Don't you think you're overdoing it? I mean, that barely made sense. And it hardly rhymed.
No. Bro.
so good.
Why are you here?
When we laid down our arms, my medal was taken. Drunken Nirvana from the cause we'd forsaken. The Metropolitan Thief cast it deep in this hole, where now it lies buried like bituminous coal.
Cogs and gears, bituminous coal.
You're looking for a medal?
No, my comrade, you've misunderstood. I sit here and wait, as a penitent should. If the medal finds me, I shall flame it straight. But until that day, I shall sit here and wait.
Do you know anything about that locked bridge past the cars?
What I know is a vault locked tight with a key, which only a fool would open for free.
Fine. What do you want?
Was that a fool a peddler is he, who opens his locks for merely a fee?
I repeat, what do you want?
Nothing more than to sit here and see if you poor interlopers are smarter than me.
Boss, can we use the plasma torch on him?
No. Why Primer?
There's nothing so gorgeous, flawless, or fine as the perfectly indivisible numbers of prime. Consider this list 2 to 199.
They didn't actually make the voice guy say all
well,
that.
That was helpful.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling, the city awaits.
Primer.
Primer's just great. He's fun to talk to.
Warning.
Good to listen to.
Factor facilities decommissioned. Enter at own risk. There's no way to reach it while that thing is standing there. It's some kind of broken down robot.
Whatever it is, it looks dangerous.
For now, that thing's ignoring us. Best to keep it that way.
Go kill it, Crispin.
Just build me a missile launcher and I'll get right on it.
I was thinking you could distract it.
And then what? Let's stick to missiles.
Some kind of wastewater. The current is pushing all the junk up against the bridge's supports.
Oh, that's creepy. Let's go away from that. Go away from knives. Some garbage is okay. Alright, Leopold.
You need to give Gimbal back his motor, Leopold.
All trades are final, Tyro. Told him that before we did the swap. Now my problem, he don't like records.
You knew he wasn't looking for a record.
Listen, Tyro, I don't know what people want or don't want. They do. Not my job to do Q&A on their faulty logic.
You know he's going to sue you, right?
Let him try. First off, he can't get into the courthouse any more than you can. Second, what's his case? A deal's a deal.
Let me see your stuff.
Come take a look.
Alright, what do you want for the motor?
Is that Gimbal's motor?
Sure is. Find me a bigger one.
Oh, a bigger one, that's right. That's why we're lugging around this huge combustion engine.
Here you go, Leopold. A nice big engine for you.
Not bad at all. You're a real scavenging expert.
Is that a compliment or an insult, boss?
Wait a minute, this motor's broken. The copper wiring's been stripped.
All items sold as is, Tyro. And I never said anything about copper wire being included.
You're a fine piece of work, Leopold.
Never said anything about that, neither. Now you want to trade? Let's trade. Otherwise, get a move on.
Okay. It's a good thing we got some copper wires. And we know how to fix things.
Hey! She gave that to me as a token of her affection.
I'll give you all the copper wiring you want once we're done here.
Like I want a token of your affection.
I need to find a way to connect the colored nodes to each other without crossing any wires.
Why don't we just use the plasma torch?
That's not going to work.
The engine went into the small wooden box, geek. It went into the box. Now, if I understand right, you can either do this puzzle straight or use the welder to just skip all of it. It's not that hard of a puzzle, but it is kind of funny. It is. I want to see if I can do it just straight. Can I do it straight?
There's no reason to.
Can I do it?
There's no reason.
Okay, no, I can't do it. I can't do it the fun way.
I need to find.
Yeah, I can't do it the fun. Okay, we gotta do it legit. Think you. Whoops, not like. There we go, like that. Okay. And then I need to do it like this, and then that leaves room for.
And one
Perfect.
more piece of junk is operational.
Alright, got our motor.
I don't think you want.
I want to talk to him. Okay. Alright, that's one thing.
Metropol's.
Here you go, friend. I got you your motor.
My joy rises like a phoenix. You are silent, but you now alarm me. Now I must continue my search. Farewell, Simon.
Yay!
You know, I'm kind of glad I missed out on that one, boss. Sometimes it's nice to just be along for the ride.
What if I could find someone you respect? Someone who would be willing to judge your case?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in looking.
No harm to us, and if you want to waste your time meddling in our affairs, then I suppose it is yours to waste.
Very good then. I am uploading the facts of our dispute to your data pouch. If you can find a suitable judge, let us know.
Alright, let me see. The Rex lawsuit. Designed by Cornelius, assembly by Oswald, concept to completion 4 years, design time a full year. Cornelius invented new pneumatic drivetrain. Assembly includes many servos, Waldos, and crankshafts. Cost of parts borne equally by both. Basic frame incorporates features of public domain model. Cornelius has several other well-known bot designs. Oswald has not bought any other built any other bots, but serviced Factor for years. Okay. Just need to be looking around for that one. I think I may keep going till I get into the courthouse. I believe I know what I need to do to get into the courthouse. And at that point, I'll stop and I'll start this up again and finish it at a secondary time. Okay. Know for sure Primer messed with this thing. Because he's a jerk. And he gave us a list of numbers to go down. This keypad has a 3-digit code. And I believe I remember what the code is. So I don't have to keep trying all these 3-digit numbers until we hit the right one. So I'll just input the correct one. Since I remember what it is. Because it took me forever to go through all of them.
Here we go again.
Primer, I believed you made it. 7. There we go. Not too far into the middle of the list.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go meet this jerk.
Are these heads?
Did you hear something?
Yeah, Geek, you basically brute force it with the prime numbers until you get it.
I've got a bad feeling about this, boss.
Crispin, on the count of 3. 1.
I am Clarity Arbiter built. Version 2. Law Clerk to Arbiter, Judge of Metropole. This is my home. Now, if you will excuse me a moment.
That's barbaric.
Civilization is defined by law, and this is lawful. As enemies of the city, they forfeited their components. I have merely exercised my right of plunder.
That sounds familiar.
Whether it's legal or not, it's grotesque.
You have a strange way of saying thank you.
Thank you. I'm Horatio Nobuild, version 5.
And I'm Crispin Horatio Build, version 1.
Welcome, Horatio. Crispin, what brings you to the Underworks?
Words.
What were those things?
They are shells. Robots who traded their processors and memory to Metromind in exchange for energy and repairs. Now mindless, they still scavenge parts to trade with her.
Those were the last of them, right?
Hardly. Metromind now has more efficient ways to accumulate processor power, but she left hundreds of shells in the Underworks.
Is there any way to save them?
That question is irrelevant. They lived profligate lives, and when they had squandered their resources, chose to become thieves and destroyers. Punishment, not clemency, is what justice requires.
You said you were a law clerk. What does that mean?
My sister Charity and I were built to advise Arbiter Manbuilt, who administers Metropole's court. Charity
Frickin'
sees
Lady
everything
Judge
through the
Dredd.
lens of mercy. For me, the law is clear, a matter of ones and zeros, unclouded by preference or sentiment.
Law without mercy, huh? How does that even work?
Perfectly. It is the opposite approach that fails. Mercy is malware. Once infected with it, justice becomes slow and unpredictable. In time, the system itself must be discarded. Only my vigilance protected Arbiter from this taint, but he has been without me for a long time.
Why are you taking their heads?
I am giving fair warning.
To other shells?
No, they lack the capacity for fear. The heads are for a robot named Scraper Sternweiler built.
You really think a bunch of rusty boxes will scare him off?
No.
I do not want to scare him. I want to warn him. When he ignores that warning, I can destroy him lawfully and without guilt.
Boss, she's kind of exciting my electrons.
Did you say Arbiter man-built? As in, built by man himself?
Yes.
Does man still walk here? In Metropole?
No.
But man was here in the past.
The public records regarding humans were deleted by council decree. What I know is entirely hearsay. I was built after the Urbanians murdered them during the war.
Impossible.
That is what Arbiter told me, and it was told to him by Metromind. Beyond that, I cannot say.
Did Arbiter tell you anything else about man?
Only that he missed their legal arguments. Quite amusing, if often illogical.
Legal arguments?
Yes. To play a symbolic role in their justice system, humans argued cases before Arbiter.
Symbolic? Play a role? Man is the all-builder, our lord and master.
It is possible that the man you worship is not the humans in my records. All I know is hearsay. Do not rush to judgment.
Why aren't you with Arbiter?
Arbiter sent me away. I don't know why. The evidence suggests he viewed my sister Charity's advice as superior.
What do you mean?
When Metromind began taking over the council, Charity and I disagreed as to how Arbiter should respond. I informed Arbiter that the Metropolitan Constitution permitted him to dissolve the council and govern by decree. Charity felt that this would inevitably lead to civil war and suffering. As ever, she preached moderation. We argued. Arbiter told me to leave. This was the only place I could go.
Why? There's an entire city up there.
Every building in Metropole is owned by either the council or a private citizen. If I went to the council, it would embarrass Arbiter. If I went to a private citizen, my impartiality would be questioned when I returned to the court one day. Here, I owe nothing to anyone.
But you have to fight off crazy robots all the time.
Actually, I enjoy that. It's a pleasant break from legal research and writing.
I'd like to report a theft. My power core was stolen by a big robot.
Big claws, shoots lasers, talks like this.
He came aboard the crashed ship I was living in, attacked me, and stole the core.
Took it.
Excuse me?
Whether the taking was a theft is a legal determination. Please do not characterize the evidence.
It was my power core. He shot me, and he stole it.
I know the robot you describe. His name is Scraper Sternweiler-built, and he is the servant of Metromind Man-built, a member of the council that governs this city. I have no fondness for Metromind, but I must be impartial in considering your claim. Tell me, did Scraper say anything before he took your power core?
Before he stole my power core, he said something like, enemy, forfeit, plunder.
I see.
What, are those words override commands to turn off law and order?
They are legal concepts, Horatio. If Scraper's characterization is correct, then he did not steal your power core. He took lawful possession of it.
He shot me, and he stole it.
Calm down, boss.
This occurred inside the city.
No, in the dunes.
I see. In a crashed airship.
Yes, I said that already.
I appreciate your report, Horatio Nullbuilt. You have presented a credible claim that Scraper Sternweiler-built, no doubt acting at Metromind's direction, took your power core. Beyond that, however, there is not even probable cause to arrest, let alone evidence to convict Scraper. First, the dunes are outside the ordinary jurisdiction of metropolitan law. Second, a crashed ship in the dunes is likely a relic of the War of the Four Cities. If so, your ship was forfeit enemy property, legally subject to plunder by the council. Scraper, acting as an agent of a council member, would be within his rights to seize it. Nevertheless, I would advise you to bring your case before Arbiter for further examination.
That's it? Go visit Arbiter? You're just going to let Metromind attack and rob me?
If Metromind violated the law, it must be proven. Until it is proven, what the law does not forbid, the law permits. And what the law permits, I must permit.
This is insane. Metromind is a tyrant and a thief. You'd let her hide behind the law?
You think that the law protects Metromind from you. The armor of the law does nothing but restrict her movement. Take it away and she will only become more dangerous. But once it is taken from her, it is taken from everyone. You need law's armor, Horatio, far more than you need its sword. I despise Metromind, but justice must be impartial, or it is meaningless.
Your justice is already meaningless. How can I see Arbiter?
Anyone can petition him. Cases are considered in the order they are brought to court, but...
What?
I met a scavenger who told me that the courthouse was sealed and that Arbiter was no longer hearing cases. But that cannot be true. The Metropolitan Constitution requires him to resolve all cases and controversies. He would not fail in that duty.
Sounds like he already has.
Nonsense. Not even charity could persuade him to abandon his obligations. Still, I did not detect any falsehood, evasion, or omission in the scavenger's statement. So perhaps the courthouse has been locked for some other reason. If so, it may be that Arbiter is trying to contact me, but cannot. Maybe he is already calling me home. Horatio, I have a request of you. You are under no obligation to perform it, and I will be under no obligation to you, even if you do. Do you understand?
I don't even know what you're asking me to do.
Talk to Arbiter. Ask him if I can return. Tell him that I await his summons.
That's it? Believe me, we've had to do a lot worse than that. Like this one time we chased this crazy partial named Gamma.
Of course we'll help. But how do we even get into the courthouse?
This will get you inside.
Thanks.
I must thank you, Horatio.
Clarity, you saved our lives. Compared to that, running an errand is nothing.
The law obligated me to save you, Horatio. I would have done the same for Metromind, but I am glad it was you that I saved. I wish you justice.
Oh, I was gonna ask her another question.
Oswald and Cornelius Factorbuilt would like me to find someone to help them resolve their case. Would you judge it?
I have no authority to perform such a function. I am a law clerk, not a judge.
I don't think they need a formal judge. They just want an answer from someone reliable. I'm sure they'll trust you.
I would trust you.
I suppose I could mediate and advise, but nothing more than that.
Could you give me some advice on how to talk to gynoids?
No. What is the nature of their dispute?
They are fighting over who gets credit for building a small robot called Rex. The operative facts are in my data pouch.
I see. I have reviewed the facts, considered the applicable law, and enclosed an encrypted statement for the parties. It will automatically load in their presence.
Thanks.
It has been a long time since I considered legal issues. I welcomed the diversion.
Goodbye.
Watch yourself, Horatio Nullbuilt. There are many dangers in this city.
Clarity Arbiter built.
Maybe that big warbot on the courthouse steps has something to tell us. Like, for example, where we can get some guns. See who steals our power core then.
If we just had guns, Creeper wouldn't have been a problem. Probably. Maybe. I bet Primer would tell us where to get some guns. Primer's cool. Alright, let's tell these jerks what... Let's see what Clarity said. Taste. I'm gonna try again one more time, and if I don't get it...
Can I try again?
No.
Can I try again? No! you only get 2 chances. If you screw up, you screw up. Okay.
Clarity Arbiter built has judged your case.
A choice. Indeed.
Then here's her decision. A petitioner claiming buildership of the disputed res, that is, the robot, bears the burden of proving buildership by preponderance of the evidence. In this dispute, there are in fact 2 cases, each with a petitioner, Oswald and Cornelius. Neither petitioner has borne the requisite burden, therefore, neither may claim buildership. The res known as Rex shall therefore be deemed null-built.
Outrageous! Surely, sir, this is a mistake.
It is what it is. In any case, Rex is his own robot. He can make up his own mind.
What fools we were! Indeed.
Plonk.
Wait!
Well, hats off to Clarity, I guess.
Shut up, Crispy. Crispy, shut up.
It's a fine felt hat. Given its age, it's in remarkable condition.
Ooh, this is old and fancy. I'm gonna go get that memory reader real quick. Just go get it real quick. This It's old and fancy. It's an old fancy hat. Stole his hat.
Horatio Nullbuilt version 5. I am Metromind. I have been watching you. I am always watching. I know what you are doing. I know why you are here. You are welcome in my city, but that welcome can be taken away. And there are worse things to lose than a power core.
Wait.
Don't know what you've been up to, Tyro, but you're poking at the wrong socket.
I'll bear that in mind.
Well, this is a new
If I
robot.
had hands, I would almost certainly give that guy a spin.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Okay.
Let me see your stuff.
Come take a look.
An old robot's hat. I'm gonna trade it for memory reader.
You wanted something antique and fancy. How about this hat?
A fine trade, Tyro. Here's the memory access device. Now, all you need to do is plug it into a data pouch.
But there's no plug.
Never said there was.
This is really starting to get annoying.
A gray android. It's a memory access device that can plug into my data pouch. That is, provided it had a plug.
That was easy.
Easy peasy.
Even easier.
Yay. Got the key card, got that, got that, got that. Okay, let's go. Let's talk to Army Robot. I love how most of the robots you meet are just really antisocial.
A tough-looking war machine. Excuse me.
Sir, my apologies, sir. 187th Legion built. Surly Company. Reporting.
Horatio Nullbuilt, version 5. A pleasure.
Horatio Nullbuilt, sir? Never heard of any service bot with that designation. Still, it's good to see another Urbanian, sir. After things got foobarred back home, I figured Surly Company was all that was left.
Urbanian? What are you talking about?
This sod. Finally made a friendly and he's as cracked as Primer. No offense, sir, just hoped... Well, never mind that. How can I assist you, sir?
Surly Company. Urbanian. What are you talking about?
Well, sir, I'm not sure quite where to start. I had you figured for one of us, seeing as how you came up as a friendly on my IFF.
I could see you as a member of Surly Company, boss, but as friendly? Nah.
Zumi's got some mouth on him, huh, sir?
Zumi.
Always do those flyboys.
Look, why don't you just give me a quick rundown?
Well, sir, can't see the harm, even if you are a decoy. War's over, after all. It was over before Surly Company even deployed. See, we're Urbanian robots. Long time back, Urbani and Metropol got to fighting over something. Who knows what. The Metropolitans fried our civilians, and Legion told us to strike back. Word was, some big airship of ours was supposed to knock out Metropol's defenses, and we just come in for mop-up. But the Metros took our ship down with their own heavy hitter, some giant named Goliath.
I see.
Anyway, Surly Company was all that was left, so we deployed 200 strong.
What happened then?
Well, it's a long march from Urbani, sir, and most of us broke down on the way. All said and done, the only ones who made it were me, 113th, and a signal bot we call Primer. The rest are all out there in the dunes somewhere.
I'm sorry.
War's war, sir. If it didn't crash hard, they wouldn't have built us in the first place.
If it makes you feel any better, Horatio cut Goliath's finger off.
Well, sir, someone ought to stick a medal on your chest.
Why are you in line?
Seeing as how I'm on the outside now, sir, I figured I had to go pay restitution for shooting up the enemy HQ.
Enemy HQ?
Yes, sir. That big tower in the center of the city.
Okay, so why haven't you paid? It sounds like all of this happened a long time ago.
Years ago, sir. But the courthouse has been locked down the whole time. I figured they'll open it up eventually, and then I can clear my name.
What if it doesn't open?
Well, sir, I know all about hurry up and wait.
What happened to 113th and Primer?
After we got to Metropol, we tried to put up a fight, but couldn't do much. They fried 113th, and my rifles jammed. Primer surrendered on our behalf. After dressing us down, they took all my big guns and sold the 113th shell to some scrap dealer. Primer never was the same. He encrypted part of his own logic so he wouldn't have to think about losing the war any longer. Then, he disappeared beneath the city. And me, I came here.
How did the war end?
For Surly Company, it ended when we staggered in here and surrendered. Beyond that, sir, it's all above my pay grade. Truth is, sir, we never even knew what we were fighting for, let alone what the Metropolitans wanted. So I can't say for certain that Metropole won, but I'm pretty sure Urbani lost, what with all the civilians being dead and the army being beaten.
I met Primer.
You still crazy?
Yep.
Well, so it goes.
So it goes.
How do you know you even have to pay something?
This seems logical, sir.
What if I could pay your fine for you, or get it cancelled?
Well, sir, then I'd be much obliged, and I'd probably just leave town. Can't say that I'd much like being in enemy territory.
And how are we gonna do that, boss?
I'll figure something out.
Yeah, Leon, this one's the one that shot the door in the front.
I inspected the damage. All you did was ding the metal.
Well, sir, until someone shows me the law that says I don't have to pay, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Over and out, sir.
Alright, I know how to prove it to him that he doesn't have to do anything.
Look here. Under Metropole's refuge rule, a newcomer to the city is not liable for any superficial property damage caused within the first 48 hours of his arriving in the city.
Well, sir, I'll be crashed.
Under the refuge rule, you're fine, given the minimal damage you caused.
Well, for once, I can't complain about the besotting pea-shooters they gave me. I owe you one, sir. If I ever see you again, I'll be sure to repay the favor.
Yay! Alright, that's all of them. I think I was gonna take a break here, unless the people watching really want to see, like, the second half of the thing.
It feels so empty now, boss. So delightfully empty. Time to go pay a visit to Arbiter, boss. Boss, did you ever consider that sometimes I just run out of clever ideas?
Crispy. Yeah.
Sounds like we need to get into the courthouse and talk to Arbiter.
We'll talk to Arbiter next time on Dragon Ball Z. First, let me just open the door. I don't have to do the whole thing again. There we go, okay. Easy peasy. Well, that was... Oh, there are my previous saves. Alright, that was part 1 of Primordia. This game's really freaking good. For a point-and-click game, it's really good. I definitely recommend getting it and playing it yourself. It's just a really freaking good game with a really good setting. You need to go do it. Yes. Gonna stop recording and streaming in a little bit, but this was really fun. I gotta do it again. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.